Hey, I'm Shay, and I'm here with Dave.
Hey everybody.
And I've come to a trading post in Life is Feudal because I wanted to show that one of the differences between Wurm and Life is Feudal is trading. Um, I want to show you trading post in Life is Feudal. You have to trade in Life is Feudal because you need the money for the many personal claims you're going to have. And I'll talk about that in the next video. In order to have all the stuff you need. You know, houses and stables and barns and stuff like that. And you have to trade to make money to pay for all these millions of claims that you have. So you have to come to these trading posts. Um, if you play PvP, which we don't, we play PvE, you can have this trading post in town, but if you play PvE, you're apparently not allowed to have a trading post in the PvE area, so you have to travel miles away to get to the nearest trading post in the PvP area. In our case, the closest one is a 35-minute horseback ride from our house. And these are all on the guild deed, and I'll show you. I'm actually standing outside of a deed. Not sure why it's not showing up. Hold down. Yeah, that didn't work very well. Anyway, or is it F3? No. There it is. It shows up. So you can see the brown part is deeded and the not brown part is not deeded. And I use deed because I'm used to Wurm. These are guild claims actually. If I go into the guild claim on horse and something should happen, and this happens all the time, it's happened to me, it happens to other players, and by the way, again, the developers do not care, do not help you, or have no interest in fixing this problem. If I should go onto the deed and my computer crashes or something, I'll fall off the horse because I'm no longer online, and the horse will remain, and the horse will be lost to the deed, to the guild owners. The guild owners now have access to my horse, and I don't. So I always, when I come to a trading post, I get off of my horse, not on the deed, on their claim, but off the claim in the world. Going very slowly, probably because I have too many things going on here. And you can just put your horse in your pocket.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool way to handle it. It's not, terribly realistic, but it's really handy to put your horse in your pocket.
Well, the only yeah,
there should be a joke in there somewhere. I'm sure there is.
Yeah. And well, the only problem is if you're going to the trading post, you're often carrying lots of stuff.
Right.
And because you want to sell all your stuff, and then
overburdening from hell.
Yeah, and then you're carrying the horse, which kind of is a little bit ridiculous. You're carrying the horse.
Well, it's only fair.
Oh, our judgment hour is ended. This is an interesting feature of this game.
Yeah, don't get into it now. It deserves its own file explanation.
So you're at the trading post and you can trade. Here at the trading post. I happen to have a bunch of money in the trading post. So you go to the market and you can see all the stuff for sale. It's actually very slow, this market here.
That's on a good day. It's slow.
It's always slow. The market is always very slow, at least on our computer with our connection, but we tend to have pretty fast computers, so I can't imagine it's better for other people. Anyway, when this comes up, you'll see you can buy and sell almost anything in the game, maybe everything in the game. I don't know.
Well, this is a difference maybe you ought to explain about how in Life is Feudal, I think it's a good thing. All the banks or your money, you can go to any trading post and, or can you?
I don't think so. It's trading post to trading. I think your money in one trading post stays in that trading post.
But your goods are available?
No, your goods are not available.
Oh.
However, what does happen is the stuff you can sell here in the trading post, anything you want, and you can buy anything. They have a little, it's not popping down, but you can type in what you want to buy, and it'll show you all the stuff that you can, all the people selling that stuff, and what the price is. And what David is trying to explain is
Not very well.
that if you sell something at one trading post, you can pay to have it delivered to another trading post. However, when you put your stuff up for sale at that trading post, if it doesn't sell or you have to go and get it back from the trading post, you have to go to that trading post. You can't, it's not available at all trading posts, but things you buy, you can have delivered from trading post to trading post.
Heck, I was giving too much credit for branch banking. It doesn't exist, folks.
Yeah, I don't think you can get your, once something sells at one trading post, the money for that sale is at that trading post. You have to keep going back to the same trading post to get that in your stuff and everything. This is going much slower than it normally does, and I want to show the difference in this video with Wurm. So you've seen, this is how you trade here. You have to go to the trading post. It's a real difference, and you're subject to player versus player here. That's a point I definitely want to make. You can't, as a PvE player, now you have to come out into the player versus player world where there's a danger of someone stealing your stuff. You can lose your horse to the guild. You can be killed by another player. All sorts of things, player versus player things, can happen here at the trading post. And the trade is real. A better thing about this is people really do trade because you have to trade in this game in order to pay for your claims. You have to have like a whole bunch of claims, which I'll get into in another video because that's a whole separate topic. So the trading is very robust in this game. So those are some differences. Hey, so we're here in Wurm now, talking about trade, and there are three ways to trade in Wurm. The original way, which still exists, is you can buy a merchant and put it in your own little store. We had one in our bar that used to exist, and you can put stuff on that merchant, and that merchant will sell those things for you at the price that you want to sell them. It's really cute and all, but
Nobody uses it because it's inside a building, and who's going to go inside a building looking for a trader?
Yeah,
It's just not practical.
it only has your stuff, so they don't know what you're gonna have for sale, and going around the world looking for the special thing you want to buy is too tedious, so nobody really uses that anymore. But it's cute to have a little merchant in your store. Anyway, you could also use, I'm just showing the wagon because they have, if you want to sell big heavy things or animals like horses that you've bred, special fast horses,
Dirt.
or dirt. A lot of people sell dirt in this game, so you can terraform, you can make the landscape the way you want. They have, you can put a trading post, what do they call it, a wagoneer on a road, any major road, with little cat's eyes, and which we showed in another video. And the wagoneer will go to anywhere else where there's a major road, so you can, people can trade back and forth using this wagoneer method, and you have to make a wagon and have the wagoneer. But the way most trade occurs, I think, is through mailboxes. So what happens is we have a little trading window where people talk about what they have to sell and what they want to buy, and then you talk about how much you want to sell and buy it for, and then you put your stuff in the mailbox, and when you do, it asks you how much you want to sell it for, it's going to cost the person on the other end to pay for it, and then it sets all that up, and then the person has to pay to get it out of the mailbox, and um, that's how
Yeah,
it works.
it just kind of poofs into existence in their mailbox. Or actually, you can go to any nearby mailbox and get your stuff. That's another, advantage to this. Is most people will have it. It requires a spell be put on it, and the higher the spell, um, the quicker the delivery time.
So yeah, so it's very different. You don't have to even leave your house. If you have a Wagoneer, we had a Wagoneer on our property. Bulk stuff will be delivered straight from their Wagoneer to your Wagoneer, even just giant crates of stuff. And if you have a mailbox, you can get small, little things that don't require big crates.
What's really cute is they actually physically send the wagon and wagon driver.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can watch them leave and follow them or
yeah, you can interact with the wagon. The Wagoneer lives on your property. They sit there in a little chair.
complains about the food that she has to eat and so, whatever.
Yeah, the Wagoneers are like exist in real life and actually drive your little wagon off when you send off a delivery.
Although they're NPC.
Yeah, they're not real. Obviously, they're not real
Yeah.
players. They're NPC characters.